just on my screen right now.
It's for left and right. It's stereo versus mono.
Only Weston has mono.
What's the difference between the two?
You can mess with the left sound and the right sound versus mono is just the full sound. You can't mess with what the left headset's going to hear versus the right headset.
That's why my heart's a stereo, because left, right, atrium. No one says my heart's a mono.
But what if your heart was Rey Mysterio? What then?
My heart's Rey Mysterio.
Killed a guy in Mexico, ended his career.
Can someone please pick up my mood for a second so I can get in the right mindset?
We just tried Rey Mysterio jokes.
Yeah. David, he killed a guy. You might work at FedEx, but your life is always going to be better than Rey Mysterio now because he fucking killed a guy.
He did it on accident.
Fuck him, dude.
That's still a lot of guilt, though.
Talk to that dude's fucking Mexican mom who probably sets tacos at the table now forever alone.
I'll tell you a joke I heard this morning. Are you ready? You know, I'd be a stand-up comedian, but I prefer sitting down.
It's all about your delivery, and your delivery was very uncomfortable and unsettling. Can you try another one? I'm not even joking.
Oh, God.
Oh, David.
I'm not even joking.
Come on, calm down now. I talked too close to the mic, and now you're bothered. Ooh.
No, it was supposed to be a funny joke, but it literally
It's
came
not.
off so
It's really not
uncomfortable.
supposed to be a funny joke. It's supposed to make you cringe.
I love puns.
Okay, I got another one for you. Lumberjack walking in the forest comes across a talking tree. The talking tree says, "No, don't kill me." But the lumberjack starts laughing and he says, "No, you're going to dialogue."
There's a family of tomatoes, right? And they're all walking in a straight line. And the baby tomato is lagging behind a little bit. Can't keep up because he fucking sucks. So the big tomato, the dad, is like, "Hey." And he fucking stomps on him and he looks at him and he says, "Catch up, bitch." And then he leaves. And that tomato's fucking dead, and that dad's not gonna get caught for it because he's got political ties. But the fact of the matter is, it's a pun about ketchup, which I never use on anything because I hate it. So there.
All right, I guess that'll cheer me up for now.
Are you shitting me? That's not unsettling, you fucking prick.
Woo!
I heard the smile in his voice, though.
Yeah, he was talking about murder. That's not even as fucking clean as that joke is supposed to be. He made it more disturbing. But me talking like this hurts.
You're scaring him! Oh!
It's like, "Honey, I'll be back later," or to be like, "Honey, I'll be back later."
The crow flies straight! Perfect line! On the devil's back! Until you die!
Are you claustrophobic, David?
Sometimes, very.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it, too. I knew it was going to happen. All right. What do you guys remember from last time?
We were going deeper, descending deeper into the dirty, dirty, bad cave in each other's bodies because the lamp got mad.
And then you also you talked to the Interceptor. The whole body switch thing happened. Bendel has to stay behind in your place. He couldn't stand seeing you be tortured like that. And then you kicked him in the balls right after.
Good.
He sacrificed himself.
That's what he gets for being a fucking asshole.
We gotta retcon something, though.
What? What is retcon?
Is when you change something retroactively.
Oh yeah, the spook bitch.
No, we can't do that. It's already canon.
David, these are the details that the fans care about, and you're asking to change them.
I'm not trying to change them. I'm trying to figure out what happened that we just didn't talk about her. Is she still?
We tossed her in a hole, and then she became not important.
Exactly. As was intended.
Like, she's probably gonna come back and be important if you're fucking retconning it, but for what happened, she was not important for that instance, so...
I'm just asking... So, okay, she's still in the hole. That's
she's
all
down
I
there.
Good.
I'll go back and get her. Do you want me to get her? Do you want me to go back?
No,
and
it's
No,
fine.
we're going back.
Needs
No,
to be dead
no, we're going back. We're going back. Don't, we gotta go back.
It's fine.
I
It's
don't
fine.
even know where the
No,
fucking
it's
hole
not
is.
fine.
It's probably covered over with snow at this point.
No, she's covered in fucking hot bunny sauce. That's what she gets.
Alright, dude, you can't...
Mean
There's a lot of white shit around. You can't say bunny sauce hot. You can't be saying that. Because bunnies fuck a lot.
Listen, boy, where it's coming from, they serving it up hot. Louisiana style.
Look, those are giant rabbits, and they fuck a lot, dude. You can't say please.
You guys are heading down the tunnel, and I think from last time you are seeing on the wall carvings of what looks like the interceptor on it, and it looks like there's a little figure of a man next to it, and then
I see a little
Okay, hold on.
silhouette of a man. He's a teapot. He's
How do
a teapot.
we know it's the interceptor and not just a dude holding an oil lamp?
it's not holding because it's a giant lamp that's bigger than the silhouette of the man.
Yeah, but it could be anything. Could be just a random oil lamp.
Dylan, we are not going to talk about the interceptor. As a matter of fact, we are not going to talk about the interceptor at all.
Also, maybe you need to assume that it's the interceptor. But you saw a carving of the interceptor, which is a giant oil lamp, and then a smaller figure of a man on the left of it, and then on the right of it is a monstrous man of the same height, if not a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's Triple H.
Now it's in Handsome Dwellers.
Couple of handsome fellers.
General content creators, obviously not. Eldric text chat for people who need spoilers. Puzzle Valley. Spoilers like pad with Handsome Dwellers. I wanted to play Jukebox Hero though.
What?
So you know.
Lao, wallow.
For what reason?
Wallow.
I liked the song, and it would make me in a good mood.
Maybe in a relevant scene for that.
There's not. There's never
Maybe.
a relevant scene for Jukebox Hero in a land without jukeboxes.
But what about a hero?
That's like
who was
playing Rocket
named
Man right now.
Jukebox?
There's no rockets.
But the
Just
thing you have to
man.
understand about Rocket Man is that he's burning out his fuel up there alone.
And you know it's gonna be a long, long time.
Rocket Man burning out his fuel out there alone. Where'd he get
I was
fuel?
listening to
It's the ending.
Elton John the entire ride home and back. Man, he's really
David,
good.
if you're gay,
you
you
know
can
what-
just
you know what
like
he
you
owns?
can tell me, and I want
Elton
you to
John
know.
is just really good.
You know what he owns?
What?
2 diamond-encrusted cock rings, courtesy of Eminem,
That sounds fucking fantastic.
for his wedding.
That's fucking fantastic. Anyway, you guys have been heading down this tunnel in this cave for a long time
a long,
now.
long time.
Give us the
And the
stats. How spooky.
It's not as spooky as it was in the Interceptor's lair, or even when you were actually seeing the bunny beast for the first time. At this point, it's just a little bit darker. The camera is on a dark space as 2 figures finally emerge out of the darkness and come towards it, and we see Howland and Rib. And what you guys walk towards, it's a closed-off room, bigger, but in the center of it is a 5-foot by 5-foot hole in the ground, and in front of that is a sign.
Yes.
Does it say 5-foot by 5-foot hole ahead?
Wrong turn at Albuquerque.
What does the sign say?
The sign, as you approach, it says, "In a world where people have 4 hands, but I have 2, I love the way I look, and most people do. What am I, and where am I?"
A normal fucking person on Earth. There you go. Got it. Solved your riddle. Maybe an amputee.
This is a riddle. There's an answer. You know the answer, but you have to think about
So
this.
it's a place where everybody has 4 hands, and therefore 4 arms, and this person has 2. Is this the fight with Goro from Mortal Kombat? Is
That's
that
what
this
I was
riddle?
thinking, dude.
Dude,
It's Johnny Cage.
You're not gonna
The
tell
answer's
me this
Johnny
isn't when
Cage.
Johnny hits Goro in the balls and sends him over the cliff.
No, this is
That's the
literally just
riddle.
a riddle.
Figure it out. It's Goro.
You guys you're gonna have to think about this.
It's
I'm
a
not-
clock.
I'm not- You are the 6th person to say
It's a
that.
jackal.
It's not a clock,
It's a
though.
jackal.
You put a clock in a place where people have 4 hands. It's gonna
But
think
it's
it's
not.
beautiful.
It's not a clock. Dill, roll.
Hold on. I'm gonna talk to Howland right now.
Nah.
Howland,
Yeah.
do you give a fuck about this riddle, or can we just keep moving?
The thing is, we have to give a fuck so we can keep moving. I think that's
No,
the
but I have
situation.
these balloons. I could just float down that hole and see what the answer is, if there's an answer.
If you really want to,
It's your body. You should probably have some input.
maybe if I hit it really hard, maybe it'll tell us.
Hold on. I want to roll for investigation.
That's what I was gonna say.
Hold on. Did I do it? Alright, but I don't need to roll that high for what I want to do. Check the back of the sign for an answer in an upside down font.
No, there's no answer on the back of the sign.
Or we're screwed, Howland.
Okay,
We're
let me
fucking
roll to
screwed.
investigate with my mighty eyes. Now, where the fuck? Hold on. It's been a second. There we go.
Stop using Firefox, bro. What are you, 11?
I'm a guy who likes Firefox. Why don't you suck my dick?
What are you, a fucking furry?
What are you,
Come on,
fucking gay or something, bro?
On a 19 investigation by Rib, you look into the hole and you see there is a bottom to it and it goes nowhere. This is a 5 foot by 5 foot hole and it looks like it's just stone.
What's past the hole?
Nothing.
A wall?
It's all walled off. This whole room is circular and this whole room has been walled off.
So wait, down this... Does this... Describe the hole again that I'm looking down one more time.
It is a 5 foot by 5 foot hole. If you get inside of the hole,
hold on.
Only 5 feet of you is in the hole.
Hold on, Eddie. What kind of hat are you wearing? Let's get the important shit out of the way.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna wear a safari Steve Irwin hat because we're gonna be wrangling critters in a minute. I need them to know that I mean business.
Alright, that's good. That's like plus 10 to this riddle right now. So let us know what it is.
I've never seen Steve Irwin wear a hat.
I was thinking more Teddy Roosevelt, but
Listen.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking
Yeah.
of. No, you guys are literally going to solve this riddle.
You bitch. Okay.
You're literally wrong.
So-
I have no idea if it's 9 o'clock.
So there's...
Howland, you want me just to jump down this fucking hole?
I'll hop down there right now.
Well, I got the balloon, so I think it might be a little safer.
It's only 5 foot deep. I've said this. I don't know how many times.
Oh. Well, that would be a 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot hole.
5.
That's 125 cubic centimeters. Oh, well, cubic feet volume-wise. That doesn't help. In a world where people have more hands, 4 hands?
More hands.
I heard 4 the first time.
Oh, Mandela, dude.
No, Eddie, did you hear 4 the first time?
I did hear 4.
The 4 part is irrelevant.
No, I'm not ringing a bell. This sounds stupid.
Howland, on a 19 investigation that you rolled earlier, I'll give you this. It's not an object.
Okay. So it's
We already ruled out clock.
It's big thought time! More hands, but I have 2. Everyone loves the way I look. I fucking eat glue.
Instagram model?
This isn't, you're not going to be, oh yeah, Elmer Fudd. It's the realm, the world that you guys live in.
Is this some shit about the long-eared king? Having a little bit of hands?
I'm thinking like goddess of love, but
Everyone has more hands, but I have...
I might be going too big here, but I'm...
2.
Because the thing is, I don't love the way any of these people look, so I think it's wrong off the bat.
Everyone loves the way I look, and I do too. Have more hands. I have 2.
I'm thinking about more hands as in help, and I have 2 as in someone has to do it all by themselves.
Is it me? Does it relate to us? Us 2 right now?
Not you two specifically, no.
But is it 2 people?
Last thing I'll give you on that 19 investigation is it is a one-word answer.
Ah.
Fuck.
Okay, but if I rolled a 19 investigation again...
David, there's 2 questions. How could it be one word?
Exactly.
People have more hands, but I have
Everywhere.
Everyone knows the way I look, and I...
Everything.
What am I, change? Am I acceptance? Am I mashed potatoes?
Think about
Put it up on the board. What is fucking big hand guy? What is Mr. Blue Hands? Put it up on the board.
Oh,
Survey
God, no.
says.
Literally, guys, can you do me a favor? Play in the space I have created
David,
for you. Do not.
We're in a dark cave! What do you mean? We're playing here.
But don't get angry at me. Try to think about this riddle and don't just
David,
guess.
I'm flexing my mighty brain muscles and I'm coming up dry. I'm not good at riddles. I've never been.
Thing to me, right? Like, are hands literal here?
Not necessarily, no.
Oh, good. Can I look around the cave room for any kind of clues? Can I look in the hole? Can I look in this 5x5 hole?
Yeah, you look in the hole.
Closely.
It's dirt and stone. Everything in this room you have seen already. It is the sign.
Howland,
Yeah.
let's just walk back and ask the interceptor, bro. This is... We can't. It's over. We can't.
In a
It's
world
done.
where people
There's no
have-
other option,
What
right?
the fuck?
The hole's
More
empty?
hands, but I have 2.
The hole is empty, but Please, just think about the last two
It's
questions.
over.
No.
It's over, I promise. There's nothing popping into my brain for this. It's over. Where am I? I'm here.
Is it Earth? Is it
Mountain.
the world?
Cave. Alright, David. DM time is over. We're figuring this out a different way because you're obviously gonna make us sit here and stare at a fucking sign. We're walking back to the interceptor.
Where am
No
I?
way.
No, you're not.
What am
Yes.
I? Where am
What do you mean?
Door closes.
What door? There's no door.
There is no door. You look back, it's gone.
Fast forward, we starved to death. D&D's over.
You know, I want to take this time.
It's
I want
over.
to grab Howland's shoulder, and I just want to say, like, listen, we're gonna die, and it's been a ride. I'm gonna sit in the corner, kind of just huddle up, until hopefully I have an epiphany, and in the time that I'm gonna be sitting in this corner, big thought hours are gonna be going on, and if I do not get this, that corner is where I will die.
Okay, I rolled insight, but of course my rolls are butt cheeks, so...
Well, that's what I have too.
You roll insight. I think this is what your thing is. Rib is just sitting there looking at the sign, and he's just saying, "Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I?"
We're nowhere?
So basically, because I rolled that insight, I did the same thing I did for the past 10 minutes. I said cave.
I genuinely, I don't know where we are, actually, because we went down this hall, and it's supposed to be otherworldly pocket dimension vibes.
Stop, bro. This is stupid. Handsome.
Thank you, Zinger. Thank you.
What?
This is so stupid. You put in the hands part for no fucking reason.
What is it?
Handsome. What am I? Just delete the first part. The whole first part can be gone. What am I? Where am I? That's...
In a world where people have more hands, but I have two, you have some hands. Everyone loves the way I look, and I do too. What am I? Handsome. Where am I? Handsome.
The thing is, if you would have put dwellers anywhere in there, anywhere, or even another vague word for handsome, fine. But, I'm gonna tell you right now, that was a shot in the dark.
Explain the first part.
In a world where people have more hands, but I have two.
How does he have two?
He has some hands.
What do you mean?
He has some hands.
No, this is stupid. You wanted to make a cool riddle, and come on. Come on.
If I even made a cool riddle, you guys would have been sitting there going, man.
No,
man.
No, you're assuming that now.
Because this is what I gave you a riddle, and you guys just immediately started guessing. You're like,
Yeah, because the riddle doesn't relate to the question at all. To the ultimate, answer of that.
You know what actually threw me off?
What?
Everyone loves the way I look, and I do too. I'm not in agreement with that. Because the people living in Hansome don't want to live in Hansome anymore, and they don't like the way it looks.
And not only that, but I don't know how the hands relate to anything in that.
Because he has some hands. Okay, listen,
Okay,
I'm not
but
saying
what
it's a
does that
rule.
mean? But what is the context of some hands? What does that mean exactly?
If it was handsome, I'd be like, yeah, you have two. But it's just handsome.
Alright, can you guys
Not
stop
two.
busting my balls over here? You got it.
I'm just saying, for future reference, come on now.
Other people got it. Other people that I was going over the...
And other people are fucking ugly, so there. Fuck them. I'm not gonna suck you dry and say that riddle was fine. Hell no.
How did they react when they got it?
They're like, oh...
Yeah, because they're not your family, so they're not gonna tell you that riddle was fucking booty.
You guys both say handsome, nearly the same time, and the sign kind of shakes a little bit. You feel the earth shift beneath you, and you see the hole in the center of the room move a bit, and you see light emerge from it for a second, and you just see a shine coming through the bottom of the hole to the top of the ceiling.
So we good.
The fuck was that, Howland?
That was some shit. This is big hole boy magic. Real hole magic hours. That's what this is. I don't think we can say no to this hole.
I turn around and go to walk away.
Go ahead, try it.
Okay. What happens?
There's nowhere to go, Dylan.
We're in a that cave. He lied about the door.
No, there's nowhere to go.
We could just say fuck it and start our own lives in the woods.
No, I want my body back at some point. We're coming down here.
You gonna make me?
If I have to.
Well, it looks like you might have to. What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Every time. Every
Alright.
time.
David, what do I roll here? Is that strength?
Every time.
Is it strength?
Every time. I just have to, I didn't.
Shut up, David. Let us do this.
Don't want a PvP moment.
It only ends one way. He shoves me down the hole. Let him shove me down the hole.
David, am I rolling strength right now? Because I need you to tell me.
He's trying to prove a point and you're falling right into it.
David, I just want us to get into the hole. And I am trying to help us both.
He's trying to prove something.
Let him push me down the fucking hole.
Dylan, the
Shut
thing
up.
is, I am...
Get out of the game.
Dylan, I want you to understand that if I take you down this hole, this is for you.
I'm perfectly aware. Shove me down the fucking hole. Crown me. Crown me!
Roll strength.
Bob.
Fuck.
19.
Yes. As if there was any way around it. Not even hard. I'm just like, we're hugging, basically. We're just fucking hugging, and we are both just jumping down this hole.
I have the balloons out, so we're gonna float down.
The
slow,
weight
but-
of Rib and Howland is carrying, like, you're going slow, but the balloons are going a little bit.
Boy! Those were good balloons!
Both
Dude,
of you together.
Dude, I got ripped
3
off.
balloons.
Those balloons fucking suck. I feel cheated.
Rib, scratch the walls on the way down to slow us down if we go too fast.
This whole, like, are we going down a tube? Is this all 5x5x5?
Let me spin my tail, and yes, it's going faster than you would think. Gravity is picking up as you are going in this, and you see at the bottom of the hole it's like a light at the end of the tunnel.
Is gravity actually picking up? Like we're accelerating at faster than 9.8 meters a second squared, or what?
Yes.
So this is like extra gravity. That's TUFF tough.
Indeed, it's a mood.
And once you see the light at the end of the tunnel, all of a sudden you guys realize that you are slowly descending faster and faster, picking up speed, just like you said, Rib. You're falling down slowly, and then all of a sudden you're falling down very fast, shooting down the pit.
Ah! Ah! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh god! Oh god! Ah! Oh fuck!
And you see the white light of the tunnel coming closer as the camera's in that point of view of you two, and it finally hits it, and there's this fade of white. And then all of a sudden, you guys almost fly into the sky of this big open cave, but you don't even think of it as a cave. It just looks really big.
So it's a gigantic cave.
Yeah. And as you guys are going up, it's like you're going into a sky rather than falling down. You can look down at the hole that you just came out of, and in front of the hole, there's a big town. Almost just like what you saw in Hansome, except everything looks so much better and cleaner. There's not a scrap of dirt or anything around. And if you're looking around, there's this giant house in the center of town, different from what you saw in Hansome. And if you look at the top of the cave, there is a sign, or at least a light, some type of red flying light. It looks like it's in a big circular sphere, and it looks like it's on fire a little bit, but it doesn't look like a regular flame. In that light, you see a sign that says, Hansome, the prettiest town under the world. And as soon as you read that, you guys start descending slowly, and the balloons are allowing you guys
Do we still have that portal seed?
The gate seed, yes you do. And as you guys are descending, slowly you see a look of this big old town. And you see people in the town walking around. They all seem different. Roll perception, both of you.
Can I roll for investigation as well? I want to know if that dude who got dragged off by the rabbits is here. Or if I might be able to scope him from the sky.
Roll investigation. You can't necessarily see him specifically. On a perception, though, for you, Howland,
Oh.
you see that all these different people, they're different. They look monstrous, but they're not acting like monsters. Standing up straight, walking around in this town, and just acting like any normal town would. You see
So
that.
it's like a town of monsters.
Yeah,
Well,
and as you are descending, you finally hit the ground.
Telepathically. Should I just plant this fucking seed?
Not yet. We
Are
need
you
to
sure,
wait
dude?
for the perfect time.
Call on the big boys.
Let's get something out of the way specifically with this seed. Does it take a bit to like germinate and grow, or is this as soon as we put it down, the portal's up?
I don't know if that was explained to you. I don't think
It
Magwell...
wasn't, but
Roll an investigation on the seed then, Howland. 10. You don't know if it's going to take some time before the portal opens, and you also don't know if it's going to be instant.
I'm about to investigate the shit out of the seed.
do it.
I've been had. I got a 17.
On a 17 rib, what you can tell is that it's not instant. Maybe. Because it all depends on the type of magic or power that surrounds it that'll help it grow. If it's in an area with lots of magic, it'll be very quick, maybe an hour. But if it's in an area without any magic, it'll take a while, maybe even a month and a half. It's hard to tell in those situations, which you might be stuck there for a while if that's the case. But seeing as there's a town upside down underneath this cave, you could probably tell there's a lot of magic here. So maybe an hour. Maybe. You're looking at the seed, and you can feel it around, and it's got that same feeling like a banana would when it's ripe. That's the way I can explain that.
Let me communicate that to Howland.
Alright.
Yeah, so it'll take about an hour.
Okay.
Should we plan it now? And have an escape plan in case this shit gets hairy? Because we don't have any idea how these people are going to react.
Well, I was gonna say, the thing is, what if this long-eared king ain't so bad, and we make that? How does the portal, can they come through it at will, or can we just go out? Or does it work both ways?
The whole
Because
point...
that's the
the whole-
question.
The whole point of...
It's a two-way portal for sure. I'm not sure how it would work right away. I know we would be able to use it as soon as it's up, so I would assume they could. And that's probably the best assumption to go with. Also, he has tried to kill us, for sure, so...
We don't know anything for certain yet.
I mean, I know for certain there's a bunch of rabbits trying to kill us, and he's the one... Well, I don't know for certain, but I'm assuming he's the one who controls that.
We also don't know if we can trust those fucking assholes at Xander either. In all
That's
actuality.
facts, but we can trust that it's better than being here if they're trying to kill us.
Well, yeah, but I'm just trying to make sure that if we work out a deal with this guy, it doesn't get flung into the shit because we have people from Xander coming out on our asses.
We have an hour, though.
Yeah.
We plant it, we go in there, we figure it out.
If we plant it, we need to plant it somewhere away from prying eyes, and we need to just hope that this all goes according to time.
Can I investigate or roll survival on the strength of the spot we're at, as far as if people... Is there a lot of foot traffic going through here, or is it a place that no one goes?
It is close to the hole that you came out of, and this seems to be the only entrance and exit to Hansome here. You'd assume, just right off of that there'd probably be some foot traffic coming through.
Is there a clear path where it's overgrown, not overgrown, but grown more away from where their feet would be, where we could plant it off to the side near us? Is this like a circular place?
Yeah, it's a bit of a it's got a bit of a circular thing going on to it.
Is it like inside of a massive cave?
No, it doesn't feel like a cave just by being here. The light that you guys saw, that there's a sign at the top of the ceiling, that is basically what the sun is, and everything is so bright here. You can see everything. If you didn't know any better, you'd be outside. Like, you'd feel like you're outside.
Can I roll for smoke crack? No, Howland, what do you think?
We gotta plant this portal in a very specific spot, and then I think we need to carefully investigate this, and perhaps find a little bit of heroin along the way.
I could invisibly go in there and check it out while you plant it and come back.
Okay, then you can go investigate, I'll plant the seed, and meet me at the specified area where we're planting. So, come with me to plant it, and then as soon as I start planting it, go.
Are my balloons very visible while I'm invisible?
You can take them down, deflate them, and put them in your pocket.
Well, I want to use them.
Well, then you can also inflate them again.
Are balloons a thing? Like, if a balloon was just floating, would they be like, oh, someone let go of a balloon?
Yeah. But wait, also at the same time, you don't know what the city is like, because it's a city of what you might assume are monsters at this point.
Going invisible.
Then that's your second spell slot of the day. So I just marked it for you. There you go. And so you are now invisible.
I'm going towards the town.
Right?
How close am I?
Are you over the town? Like, yeah. It's not, like, super far away. Are you over the town, then?
No, I'm on foot right now.
Okay, then you're going into the town. I have a little bit of a map that I've drawn here, if you guys would like to see what I'm putting down here. I'll give you this. It looks like a near perfect representation of what Hansome is on the surface. Everything just looks cleaner, better kept. As you're strolling through town, you still see like a house cat tavern, which is what you guys were in earlier, but it's better looking. Nothing's wrong with it. At the same time, the only difference that you have in anything is that there's a bigger house than you guys would think about.
Well, I gotta go check that out. All while keeping my eyes peeled for guy who got taken.
It's bigger than any of the houses in there, but it's in the center of the town, and that's the only difference that you guys would have. Alright, I just sent it into the Discord. Tell me if you guys see it.
Bruh. Hold the fuck. What? Okay, so there's not many things around. It's not a heavily developed town. But the square in the middle.
All the cabins are spread out, and there's a lot of farmland. I just started throwing stuff willy-nilly. There are more cabins and more houses than just that. Just be aware of that.
Okay, I'm walking up to that town. Big house, and I want to look for entrances, anyone walking around.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people walking around it. There's clear entrances open on the front of it. Yeah, you can see there's one on each side of the building, actually, as you're walking around it.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk in the front door and see what it looks like inside.
Okay, real quick, what are you doing there, Howland?
I am planting this portal seed very away, like almost up against the wall of the cave from the map that I saw.
The outskirts of the town.
Yeah.
Maybe there's tall grass.
Preferably.
Are you on all fours crawling?
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking sprinting like stranger.
Well, you're a bugbear, so it makes sense.
Oh, that is true. Forget that every time. You walk into this place that I'm just going to call it the townhouse in the center of town. You walk into it. It's not in the symbol of the town, but it doesn't feel like a church, like a Catholic church. Everything's big and open, and there's seats everywhere. It's got like a little bit of a glass ceiling, but in the center of it is an open window that has the light right above it and the sign. And then there's also several different...
Where does the light shine to?
It shines down onto a spot on this little stage in the back of the townhouse.
Want to investigate that?
When you say investigate, what are you trying to find out about it?
I want to see, is it just like, a stage for performance? Or is there something else to it? Maybe a trap door?
There's no trap door. It looks like a stage for all things. It's like an all-purpose stage. Performance, town meetings. It looks like there's nothing like magical about it necessarily that like something's going to happen with it. There's like a door to the left and a door to the right. It looks like there's doors everywhere, but there's also people coming in and taking seats.
Is there a back room? Somewhere where people would get ready to go on?
Roll stealth. Why'd you roll it twice?
I'm invisible, damn it. That's advantage.
Oh shit, yeah, never mind. Fuck, I forgot you're invisible. Shit. Forgot you were invisible. Okay, that's actually good.
Just don't attack or cast anything else, or it'll take you out of it.
Yeah, there's rooms that you can go to. If you go to any of the rooms that are on the stage, they're locked. But also, if you look to the side or the right, there's a staircase that leads to a roundabout of the ceiling to where there's balconies. And that one, it looks like there's a door all the way at the top. But there's people... I don't want to call them monsters, but they don't...
Normal beings that don't look like anything I know.
Yes.
I want a side shimmy up the wall. Are there handrails on both sides, or any handrails?
There's only one handrail on the right, but on the left is the wall.
Alright, I want to shimmy up the left side.
Alright.
Are there people in the staircase?
Not in the staircase, but there are people that are by the door that I described to you on the balcony.
Well, I'm shimmying up the left side because they would be on the handrail side naturally. Are they gonna go in?
One of them is leaning against the wall next to the door.
Well, I'm not gonna walk right into them. Do they seem like they're gonna go in?
No, they seem like they're just sitting there. I wouldn't say they're guards, but it seems like they might be waiting for something.
Is there any way to view this place from the outside, or is it literally like the balcony suite in like a theater?
No, not a balcony suite but like it looks like
a press box?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Are there any windows to view into it or view out of it, where they could view the show?
Okay, maybe I described this differently. It leads up on the wall. What are those things called? Like it goes around the entire theater. I'm just gonna call it a theater, and like it's looking down.
A second floor?
It's like a second floor, but they can look down onto the stage and onto the people that are on the ground floor. It's not like any press box or balcony box.
Okay. I want to go back outside.
Right?
Use my balloon to get up to the glass ceiling. Peek my head over to see if I could get a better angle on what's going on in there.
Can you roll a stealth with that balloon? Yeah, okay. People just start seeing a balloon fly up into the sky, and no one really pays any attention to it. And then you go up to the glass ceiling, and you're looking down. You have basically a better look on it. You can see everything that's going on. You see people just lining up and getting in their seats.
So everyone's here right now?
Not everyone. It just looks like people are coming in. It's like people are getting ready for church, but it's not church.
Telepathically to Howland, is this...
Yeah.
It seems like they're coming to see a show in this town hall.
So like a play.
So we have one of two options. Either we come here and we fully investigate what's going on, but while, waiting for it to happen. Or, not the best option, I will say, we wait for everyone to come here and we loot the houses.
I don't think you've ever been more right. Let's formulate a plan here, gentlemen. They are going to see the play. We are going to go into the houses. We're going to rob each of these motherfuckers blind. We are going to take the loot and bring it to the portal. And only then, once we're done looting all of the houses, we'll maybe watch the play. And see if it's good. Maybe.
Do I have enough time to walk back over there with this invisibility? Like, how much time are we passing here?
It has not been an hour.
Sounds like it's been like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
For the next 15 minutes, I'm casing the cabins.
Roll investigation.
Oh, baby girl.
A nat 20.
I know exactly the last time they all beat their meat, okay?
Indeed.
Yeah, you know exactly what people are home and what people aren't doing anything. You basically look in the windows, you're like, this person's house is poor, house has more possessions than normal, and you know that every single house is... The good stuff is, where people are, which houses you're going to go to.
I go back to Howland. I grab a stick, and I draw a map of the town in the dirt, and I show him where we need to go. And then we go.
Yes. But first...
Oh.
You have about 15 minutes left on that invisibility there. And you finally get back to Howland, who just buried the plant seed. What do you guys do now?
Well, I had drawn the map for him in the dirt, and I had showed him which houses we have to go to.
Yeah, we start going to the houses is what I would assume.
The closest of the houses first, and I go in first just to make sure, even though I know no one's in there.
Do you want to just, speed this up? You guys roll investigation, and I tell you what you guys getting out of this.
Sure.
Both of you roll investigation. And I'll give you advantage since you cased out the places.
I get everything.
Good.
Roll it again?
Oh, that's right, yes.
We get everything, David.
The best.
We own the town.
Write down what I'm about to tell you that you guys get. I'm going to add this. This isn't like a very money-centric town, so you're not going to get too much. You both get 200 gold each. Like, if they had a shovel in their house, would you take it?
there was nothing else, maybe, but like, we're mostly looking for equipment relevant to us, like bags for carrying more weapons, fancy clothes.
Yeah, there's some fancy,
a nice pair of shoes.
There's some fancy clothes. There's some overalls if you guys want some of that.
Oh my
we're
god.
good.
There's a pair of little mugsies if you want that as well.
Explain that. Actually, I'm taking the overalls and I'm putting them on Howland currently.
Oh god. What is this Mugsy, David?
Little mugsies are a pair of shoes.
I'm wearing
I'm
them.
taking them.
No, I'm wearing them. I need the Mugsies.
I'll read the description right now. Rivals to the Sir Pippins, little mugsies are made to gain allies. They look amazing and never get dirty. They add +2 to charisma when worn.
Can we just roll through every house right now, or?
Yeah, this is overall what you guys get. There's a short sword if you guys want to pick that up.
Shit, we'll take it.
Who takes the short sword?
Like, I don't think we're taking
Hold
it
on, hold on,
ourselves.
hold on,
I think
hold on,
we're
hold on.
literally just piling this together like in a Grinch. You know in the Grinch how he's just got the giant, like, bag? That's what I picture it.
Because I'm not going to say you have double of everything when you guys add it to your character sheets.
Why don't we just grab the shit and go through it when we get back to Xander?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
How about this? I'll write it all down, and then we'll divvy it up later. You can put the 200 gold in there, but I have the overalls, Mugsy's short sword right now.
Okay.
You find 2, it looks like handheld crossbows. They can have 2 bolts on them each. The last thing you find is a pair of armor. It's just like a chest piece, but it has a weird insignia on it. Like this metal engraving insignia, and it looks like it's an insignia of the old human army. So it's relatively old. So write that down, just like human military, Falcon Tomb armor.
Put old human army insignia, chest piece.
And the last thing you find is a flyer.
For what?
It looks like it's an old, torn up piece. Can you actually roll perception on it?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty torn up, a rib.
Can I try to roll perception on it?
Yeah, I guess. It's an old, torn up flyer, but on it, in the pieces that you can read, it says something, flying circus. It's got, like, a person on it. It looks like they're dressed to the nines, but you can't see their face. You just see them in a top hat. It looks like someone crumbled it up and maybe burnt it a little bit.
Gosh, I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I bet you do. Those are the best things that you found.
Can I roll religion and thank Frisk? I don't need any results out of this. I just need to know I tried.
You tried to trust Frisk?
I want to roll religion to see how much it impact. Like, is my prayer getting through?
To see how much your what is going on?
Ooh!
No, no, hold on. Tell me exactly what the fuck that is.
I don't want anything for it. I just really, like, for me, because I rolled a 21, I know he knows, you know?
What'd you say, though? What are you telling this man?
Thank Frisk.
All right.
I took a risk robbing this town. Thank him.
All right. There you go.
Buy me some capital in his fucking Goodwill department. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, you do gotta buy a lot to get back to good standing.
No, dude. Dude would still be underwater in a ship. Weak ass scout.
All right. What else are you doing now?
We gotta run back, put him by the portal, like our haul. Because I assume this is, unless it's not too much to carry without having a problem.
No, it is a lot. It's a lot to carry, especially the chest piece. It's pretty fucking heavy. So you carry all the stuff back to where you buried the portal. I'll say that you put it in the tall grass where you buried the portal as well. And while you guys are doing this, you hear a loud scream. It kind of has the same parallels of the same scream that you heard earlier at the cabin when you went outside and you found that the tamed bunny was gone. But it's different. It's not as scary or aggressive. It's like it's someone talking almost.
Talking in a scream?
It's like a different language that we wouldn't understand. How the White Walkers talk. Like, you know how the White Walkers speak in a language that ice crystals cracking.
Yeah.
Is it like that, David?
I think Rib would assume that this might be a different way of communication.
And investigate which direction it came from.
Came from the townhouse.
Howland.
Yeah.
It's time to catch that play. Bring the gold.
We need to buy tickets.
Just in case we're going to buy our way out. I don't know why we wouldn't, but it's just better to have money in your pocket. Alright, so we're going to go to the townhouse, but Howland, there's this glass top to it. You could climb up there, or I could fly up there. We could watch from there.
I was going to say, yeah, let's do that. And also, this is a very important point. The hat needs to turn into a ski mask, so no one will know my true bugbear identity.
Cool, but you guys also have masks.
Well, this is another mask, then.
I'm saying
gonna put my mask on, I guess.
Yeah, you put it.
He can just have that one.
Yeah, you put on the white blank mask. And as you put on that white blank mask, Rib, you become visible. You guys go to the townhouse?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be stealthy or what?
Yeah.
Okay,
We're trying to stealthily climb up there
roll
and
stealth.
look at what's going on.
I busted my shit and fell.
Yeah, people are starting to notice you. It's not like they're upset at you guys or don't want you to be there, but it's like, why are these people here? They're all looking at you. Not all of them, but the people you walk by, they look at you with like a side glance, like they're staring at
Before
you.
we even start climbing the thing.
Yeah.
So we should probably just go to the front door. Look casual at this point.
Just get down. Alright, fine, take the mask off. My hat, it's no longer a ski mask anymore, because that dream is over. It is now a fancy top hat. I need to be distinguished.
You're wearing the Mugsies, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Also, I need to take out that pipe and just have it at the ready. Because these people need to understand that I am prestigious.
Rib, you just still have the blank white mask, or do you take that back off?
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to walk into this fucking place with a blank white mask.
Probably just take it off.
I don't know about that.
Is the door closed or still open?
You can open it at this point. You're right in front of the house.
I hate you. Continue.
You open the doors to the townhouse, and as you do, the camera turns to the point of view of you guys as you're walking in. It is coming towards whatever you're walking to, and then the camera switches to a point of view of everybody in their seats, and they all kind of look at you, but then they look back almost immediately, and you pan your vision from everybody looking there, and then you look to on the stage, you see this big figure. And it's not even big because of how tall they are. It looks like
an absolute fucking unit.
Almost exactly like that, except the height that they have on you guys isn't because of how tall they are. It's because of the length and size of their very long ears. It's large. Maybe it's because of how puffy the fur is, but even if the fur wasn't there, his stature would still be immense. The fur is white and pure, not a hair out of place, which makes his long, crooked buck-toothed fangs and eyes all the more terrifying. His eyes are a haunting yellow with a red pupil in the center of each eye. His whole body seems to be all muscle, but also broken in some way because of large bones that seem to protrude from his shoulders, arms, and what are those? And when you have that thought, you realize that those are his ears. What makes him look so tall? He's standing on his long, massive ears. They are in fact very long, white, and dangerous looking. Anytime he looks in a direction, the ears point his body to that direction. And when you guys walk in, you see him meet your eyes. And for a terrifying second, you guys think that he made you out. But then he turns back and continues his spiel.
So we're looking at Norris with really big ears.
Not like that, no. It's not Norris.
So it's double Norris.
Oh my god. With these yellow, almost glowing yellow eyes, as it is in front of the entire community in this townhouse, and you see that there's other monstrous figures next to him, and the ears drape down to the floor, and then they come back up as if he's talking with the ears, and he says, "And that's my plan.
Continue.
And I think the last announcement that we have here today is that we are going to introduce our new member of our community, Georgie." And he moves back his ears, and everyone starts clapping. Both of you recognize this, even though they look monstrous now. It's that elf that got taken by the bunny beasts in the snow from the cabin.
How are they acting?
They're not upset or sad. They look nervous. They look like this is all new to them.
They've turned from elf into something else?
It's not like they look like bunnies. They all have different figures, but not all of them are bunnies. Some of them are different races. Like there's a dwarf, but they look like their body has become bigger. There's cracks down their skin, and there's certain parts like their claws are outstretched. And if you're looking at this guy who is the sun elf, now looks different. Still has the tan skin, but its skin is also cracked, and the eyes are elongated almost, and their ears outstretched from what was 6 inches to like maybe a foot now. Like it's doubled. and they're bigger and broader, and their arms also have claws on it, and their eyes are also got a different hue to it now, and their teeth are elongated as well.
So they're like malformed mutant, a little bit going on. They're like weird malformed mutant creatures now.
Yes, exactly.
They smell like shit, I'm assuming.
No.
How? How not?
They're civilized.
David, I want you to explain exactly how that dwarf doesn't smell like shit.
He bathes?
You didn't tell me there was one shower in any of those cabins.
Unlikely story.
You're a rib. You smell like shit.
Fuck you, dude.
I know.
I'm born smelling like shit, though. That's the difference. Like, bugbears just smell like shit. Like, that's a thing.
Shut up, dude. I really want to throw a tomato.
What? Hell no, we ain't throwing no tomatoes. What are you talking about, boy?
Alright, where is this going?
This is what I mean when I say play in the space and not just turn to me for the answers every time. It's
David, they would smell like shit. I don't get what you're trying to say.
No, I'm saying, like, in my mind, I don't want to just jump up and cause a fucking scene. Not yet. I want to see where this is going, meaning continue.
Come.
And everyone starts clapping for Georgie now that you know his name for the first time. And he walks up and he kind of steps in front of the long-eared king and he looks to everybody and says, "Well, hey, this is where you all, damn. Are we all just gonna kind of, this is our new lives? And
Get off the fucking stage! No, continue.
Wait a second. Is that...
No!
Hey!
No.
And he points at you, Howland. And as he points at you...
Wait, does he point at Rib's body?
Yeah.
Okay, not even gonna lie, I'm about to try and sneak out the back.
And everybody turns to look at Rib and Howland.
Eddie, make it fake rabbit ear hat. Make it a fake rabbit ear hat.
Turn it to rabbit ears, turn it to rabbit ears, turn it to rabbit ears.
They all look at you, and now the long-eared king is now facing towards you. And Georgie now says, "That guy tried to save me!"
Shut the fuck up, Georgie.
Did he now?
You're so dumb, you're so dumb, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Time to get to the portal, time to get...
He picks himself up by the ears as he kind of like walks forward, left, right, left, right, left, right, until he's staring down at you, Howland. And then he lets the ears drop him next to you, and he says, "Is that true?"
I look at him, and I said, "You bet your bunny ass it's true."
That's no good.
You actually hear a gasp from the audience, and they're all just kind of bickering, talking to each other in whispers, and then he says,
Alright, David, I want you to know I am concentrating. Is it like acid splash that I can concentrate?
"I want to give..."
Like, with my hands down at my side, I'm, like, readying it.
Dylan, don't
to
jump
make
the
a
gun.
really I know, I'm readying it, though, to make really fucking big blast.
Okay, I'm gonna say, though, I'm gonna give you disadvantage on it because you're not Howland. You do not have proficiency with this. So, you say you bet your sweet bunny ass. And he said, the long-eared king looks you dead in the eyes and then looks you up and down and says, "Now, you don't know exactly why we did what we did, but I appreciate you trying to save somebody." And he reaches out to shake your hand.
I shake his hand firmly, and I said thank you.
And he raises your hand towards the community and he says, "Now, I'd like to welcome this member as well. What's your name?"
I
Don't
kind
tell
of...
him the truth. Don't tell him the truth.
Don't tell him?
Say it's sternum.
I'm, like, readying my collar as if there was a tie there. There's not, but I'd like to think there is. My hat, in this moment, is turning into, like, a George Washington wig. And I tell him, my name is Scott Smithgard. And that's what they call me.
"Everybody, welcome our new community member, Scott Smithgard."
By the way, telepathically right now to Rib, i.e. Howland, we literally have to side with him. We can't not. Fuck those people. Fuck that castle. Fuck that old piece of shit.
We don't know yet. I don't want to be a rabbit.
Listen,
I don't.
I'm just gonna say
rabbit.
we're not gonna be rabbits.
We gotta be rabbits. Everyone turns into fucking rabbits.
Listen, if there is a chance that we will be rabbitized, we go to take a piss.
How do we
so
know
to
when
speak.
that starts?
I I think
it
I
might
think
be starting
we'll know.
now. He touched you. What does it take? It doesn't. I don't know.
We have to play
That's
it by
my body.
rabbit ear.
Oh,
But I'm telling you, I like the cut of this guy's
this isn't
jib.
the time for buns.
Snuns.
This guy sounds like a good guy. You are chaotic evil. How are you siding with him? Calm
Well,
the fuck down.
Listen. This isn't about who is good and who is bad. This is who would I rather be in a room with, and I'm telling you, I like this guy better than anybody at that castle. That is the thick of this right now. So let's play this by ear, so to speak.
We're gonna have to, cause I don't know. We could die right here.
I literally just real quick. I point at the wig. I'm like, dude, we're good. Look at this. Look at this fucking wig.
How are we gonna side with them? We robbed all of them.
No, we didn't.
We robbed all of them. They're gonna find out, and then they're gonna be mad.
No,
they're gonna be like, "Was it one of us?
No,
was
it was Georgie.
random dudes?"
It was Georgie. Who are they gonna believe? Who are they gonna
all know
believe?
he's dumb.
The guy
They
with
all
the
know
wig?
he's dumb.
The guy with the wig or Georgie? He's got
Yes.
no credibility. He
But they're
smells
gonna
like
look at my
shit.
pasty white ass and be like, "That dude did it."
No, because Georgie sucks, and both of us together can outlie Georgie under the table. He has no credibility and he smells like shit.
That's facts. But whether they give a fuck or not, we took their overalls, dude. We didn't need to, but we did.
Listen, they don't know that.
They're gonna be so mad.
They don't know that. Georgie gave us
I
the
am
overalls
in.
after he stole it.
Oh, he is wearing those overalls, right?
And we got them from Georgie. We got them.
You were wearing the Muggsy shoes.
We
I am wearing the overalls.
got it from Georgie. Georgie doesn't know shit.
We currently have the exact amount of gold on our person that was taken.
And they don't know that.
Yet.
All they know is that we have clothes that maybe were their clothes, but what we know is that Georgie is a fucking lying piece of shit, and that's what we're gonna tell him.
But we tried to save him.
I know.
And how they probably had him this whole time.
Listen.
When was the time they could have given it to us?
Listen. We'll find a way. It's the only choice we have now anyways. We're already in this.
Anyway,
I shift away from Rib.
as you
slightly.
start shifting away, the long-eared king points to you, Rib, as Howland, and he says, "Who's your friend?"
His name... People... They call him Baguio.
This is gonna be so fucking confusing. He reaches out his other long ear towards you, Rib, as Howland. Well, hopefully, you are as kind as this man is.
I sure am, but I'm kind of a germaphobe, so just don't touch me.
And his ears go into the shape of a fist, and he says, "Then just pound it."
How can you not like him? He's good.
I really awkwardly touch his hand with the back of my palm, and then I immediately start wiping it off.
His ear, explodes into, woogie 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 woogie.
What does that mean?
Did you ever see Rocket Power, Dylan?
I don't remember it
Oh god, they wiggled the fingers.
And he says, "Now that you're members of this community, feel free to take part any tours of this world. Any questions? Ask anyone around."
I put my hand out and I'm like, Mr. What might we call you, my good man?
You can call me Alphonse.
What did I say? Can somebody pick up the phone? Because I fucking called it.
What happened?
Please understand that the prophecy is being foretold right now.
What did he just say? I was reading something.
It's Alphonse. The long-eared king is Alphonse, just like I fucking said. It's canon. I told you!
I don't like it.
I told you we can't trust those castle assholes!
This is all telepathic, but here's the thing, man. I don't trust this niceness. I really don't.
I don't either, but I've got a plan.
Just because they're being nice with you doesn't mean they're better than the people at the castle being real with you.
Who's to say they were being real in the first place?
Who's to say this dude who's turning everyone into fucking monsters is being right?
Exactly, so we reach an impasse.
No!
Yes.
I don't want to be a monster!
No, we're
And
we're
you're
not
in my body.
Don't worry.
I'm
Don't
worried.
I
Just
got it.
know I'm worried.
Just one more take and we can go to Tahiti. Mr. Alphonse. was it?
That's right.
Could we, me and my friend here, speak to you in private, perhaps?
Oh, you want to have a little one-on-one, have a little conversation, try to understand who we are as people. Understood. Yes, we can. That is correct.
But of course.
Just let me finish up here in front of the community real quick, and then meet me up upstairs.
Yes.
And he slinks away on his long ears, and he gets back onto the stage podium. Feel free to take a seat.
1 second. I gotta go take a piss.
I say, oh, thank you, and I grab a chair and I follow Rib.
You do that, and the audience fucking loses it. They start laughing their fucking asses off.
Thank God. Okay.
And you hear Alphonse say, "These guys are pretty good."
Man, these boys are fucking whack. I love it. What we are going to do, I think we need to go check on that portal immediately and also put the fucking overalls and the shit away before they fully realize what that is.
Alright, you gotta bury it.
We're gonna just stash it underneath the rest of the loot by the portal. Like, put it at the bottom of everything.
Okay.
What's the portal looking like? How close is it?
You guys actually go behind the long grass, and you see that it's sprouting.
It should be up.
But it looks like it can pop off any minute now.
I don't know, I cast invisibility pretty close to the start of it, and it only lasts an hour.
But it looks like it's going to pop off any second. Can you guys roll perception?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. As you guys are talking, the camera is looking at you two with gate seed just barely in view on the bottom of the camera, and then you guys are talking to each other, and then in the background, we just see the sign in the center of the ceiling just shine down to the townhouse in this weird, wispy red and yellow light as it goes into the townhouse for about 5 seconds, and then disappears.
So what does that necessarily mean?
I don't know, man. That's what happened.
No, fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
What do you do?
She said we just saw like a ball of light.
We need to very carefully approach the house again and look inside at what's going on.
When you guys finally get back to the townhouse, everyone is walking out. And on your 13 and 14 perceptions, I'll just say that they all look happier, more energized, I could say. But everyone's just walking out. And you actually see Georgie walk up and look at you guys. And he says, It's nice to see you, actually.
Yes. Georgie, what happened when they took you? Can you tell me that?
It was actually a wild ride, man. They took me, right? And they pulled me into the snow, which I thought I was dead.
Yeah.
The bunnies, they dragged me down here. They brought me to a weird room with a sign on it, and they said, Hansome? And then jumped in this hole, and they kept me here. They gave me something to eat, and then before long, I turned into this, which is... I'll tell you what, I don't think I'll be going up to the above world anytime soon because of this. Might not be the right fit, you know what I'm saying?
So you ate the food and then it happened.
Maybe it was correlated that way. I didn't really ask if that was exactly why it happened or not.
Telepathically to Rib, don't eat the fucking food. Yeah. Don't touch it.
But everyone else here is pretty nice, so I'll tell you what, I think I'm actually more excited about this than, the whole cold fucking shit up there.
Oh boy. Okay. Thank you, Georgie.
Alright, well, I'll be seeing you around. They just gave me a house, so maybe you guys will be my neighbors.
But of course.
Which house did they give you?
It was definitely one of the ones you robbed.
Nice.
Okay. And Dylan, this is the plan right now. We're gonna frame Georgie. I need you to keep him occupied with magic for a second.
I do the cool finger trick.
And I'm gonna take some of the loot and I'm gonna put it in his fucking house, in his drawer.
Not the good stuff, though.
Not the good stuff. We're just gonna take some of the shitty stuff.
Like the overalls and the flyer.
Yeah.
Just the overalls and the flyer?
And the shoes.
No, the shoes are +2 charisma, dog.
Are they?
Yes, they're good.
Is that?
Yes.
David, is that canon?
That is canon.
But the thing is, are they really going to come down on Georgie for just a pair of overalls and a flyer?
That's what I was
Are
thinking
you
too.
using a short sword? Are you ever going to use that?
I'm never going to use that.
You could put that in there then.
So, what was the loot that we got? Because it kind of sounds like we're just putting all of it back in Georgie's house
No,
except
we
the
got
gold.
We got 400 gold, 200 each. Overalls. The Mugsy plus 2 charisma. A short sword. 2 single arm crossbows. Those are mine. A chest piece that was pretty fucking heavy. And that flyer. So I said short sword, overalls, and the flyer.
Give him everything except the gold, the chest piece, and your crossbows.
Well, I want the Mugsies.
We can't. No half measures.
The short sword is enough. Why would he be stealing weapons? He wants to hurt people because he was taken.
Oh god, but is it going to be enough?
Yes.
To convict him?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay.
Why would the shoes be enough?
Because they're the only thing that really matters.
They don't
because of the charisma.
They don't understand the charisma bonus.
But what if they do?
It's just a nice pair of shoes versus a sword.
Oh god. Okay.
He's gonna hurt someone with the sword. Why would he need it?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if we all die, it's your fault.
Negative.
Little dying boy. You keep him busy, I'm gonna fucking take all the shit we don't want and stash it at Georgie's house.
Say, hey, Georgie. Hey.
Yeah?
You ever seen a blank white mask before?
I don't... Maybe?
Can I roll stealth to kind of like sneak away from this?
Yeah, roll stealth. Yeah. Yeah, you can sneak away.
Okay, I'm dipping out and I'm going to get the shit and I'm going to Georgie's house.
I'm not going to make you roll stealth again, but I want you, Rib, as Howland, to actually give me something that you are doing with this guy to keep him distracted.
I'm like, hey, look at this mask, man.
And you're going to do that for about 25 minutes?
Okay, I use Visions of the Void, and I do the finger trick where I actually pull off my finger, and then I pull off my head.
Okay, I want that to happen, but let me look at the spells real quick. It also does damage.
It can't. Well, the thing is, it doesn't. I don't think it does damage necessarily. I think it does damage if you want it to do damage. Like, if you're like, oh, hey, look, there's water, the room is flooding, it's just like he's seeing water. But if you're like, oh, hey, that arrow's coming at you, then he takes damage. I don't think it's just like, oh, hey, here's a breeze or here's water, you take damage. I'm pretty sure the damage comes from the illusion itself, like, convincing him that it would do that.
They have to make a check against your spell save DC, which is 13. And just to be fair, I will roll in this chat, mostly because I don't have my dice near me right now. That is a 16. You try doing the magical finger trick. There's like a light in your hands that you're trying to make him see this illusion. Well, what the fuck was that? Were you trying to cast magic on me?
No, why would I be doing that?
Then why the fuck did you just have light come out of your fucking hands?
Because I'm showing you a magic trick.
You were showing me a blank white mask.
Yes. And I wanted to impress you with a magic trick, Georgie, but if you don't want... if you're not trying to see something cool, I'm just trying to be nice here, you know? Like,
roll deception.
Yeah, it's magic, Georgie, but I'm trying to impress you.
Roll deception.
Georgie, you stupid fuck.
Listen, I'm gonna be fine without that, I guess. I gotta get going. I actually really want to see how my house is looking, so... I'll be seeing you around.
Fake a heart attack.
And he starts walking away.
Fake a heart attack right now.
Fuck! George!
Yes! Yes! He can't... David, he can't walk away from that! There's no way!
George!
This man's having a heart attack, David! Save him!
He stops and he turns around and he says, What's going on?
I think the extra gravity is stressing out my heart. I need some water.
Oh, you need some water and food? Oh.
Can you find some inside the townhouse?
Yeah.
Your house definitely doesn't have any yet.
Your house totally doesn't have that, I don't think, because it's fairly new and it wouldn't really make sense, Georgie.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, all right, 1 second. And he runs inside.
Okay, where am I at with this? Because I should be done. All I'm doing is stashing this fucking, like, sack in his closet.
You just put the stuff in his house.
Oh, God.
Then we cut back, and Georgie walks out, and he's got, like, this... He's got these walnuts, and he's got some water, and he hands it to you. Here, drink
Don't drink the water! I just needed that to be known.
Here, drink this, and eat this as well.
I take it, and like they do from Airplane, I have a drinking problem, and I miss it over my shoulder, and I'm like, oh, that hit the spot. And then the food.
Yeah.
What food did he bring me?
Walnuts.
Do the thing where you're like, oh, delicious, and you, like, slide it past your head. Like, you put it behind you, basically.
That's exactly what I
Roll
did.
deception
I
with disadvantage. He's looking right at you.
What? This man just had a heart attack.
The thing is, I don't care if it works or not. I'm just gonna stand up like it helps. And then he can think what he wants.
So he's kneeling near you. He hands you the water. You do that weird fucking shit where you do that. And you nibble on the walnut, but you don't eat it, and then you stand up and you say what?
Say, man, that hit the spot. And I stare him right in the eyes when I say it. And I say, oh, man, I'm feeling better. Thanks, man. And as I turn around, Rib's walking up.
Yay.
You mean Howland as
it.
Rib?
No, but it's Rib.
Yeah, okay, fine.
He doesn't understand that. Why am I going to confuse him?
Ribland and...
But he said Scott Smithgard and Baggio.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's fine. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Baggio. Whoa.
Georgie over here just helped me a lot, man.
Oh, was it your heart condition?
Yeah, you know how it's on the fritz.
Yeah, I put my hand on Georgie's shoulder and I squeeze it a little bit. Not enough to, like, hurt him, but just enough to be, like, give off a bit of intimidation, because I don't want him to fuck us on this. And I'm like, hey, Georgie. And I get right up in his face, and I'm like, thanks for helping us, man. You're really a lifesaver.
It's no problem.
Good. Now we are gonna go back to the townhouse, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go home. Hey, do yourselves a favor and go see somebody. I think maybe the gravity is throwing you off a bit. It might take a bit to get used to.
But of course.
I'm gonna head home.
Go on now.
He starts.
Stay out of trouble, Georgie.
He starts walking, and then as soon as you say "stay out of trouble," he starts sprinting away.
Delicious.
Maybe to bring people into the bit, we should probably tell the Scott Smithgard story.
Maybe.
You want to tell the Scott Smithgard story?
I don't want to tell that story. I kinda don't want it to be known yet.
But just know that you're going to have to tell the Scott Smithgard story.
Perhaps in time.
So tell me exactly what you guys are going to go do. You guys walk into the townhouse, and it seems fairly empty now. Of course, there are still, like, some people just, being about, having time talking. It's, like, literally, it feels like after church stuff, like when we used to go to St. Anthony's, Dylan. There's, like, food around, there's donuts on tables. If you want to have some, you can. But you can also walk back up to the stairs where he kind of told you to go to, the second floor.
Yeah, because we're going to talk to him.
You guys walk up the balcony stairs as you're looking down at everything else. It seems fairly empty, like I said. And you get to the door, and there's two people that you saw earlier, Rib. They see you coming in. They smile at you, and they open the door for you.
We go in.
We kill, we go in.
You don't acknowledge them or do anything?
Thanks.
They just nod at you, and I guess when you walk in, they close the door. As you walk in, you see a big square window in front of this table, and in the silhouette, you see the long-eared king just looking over at the window, through the window. And as you guys walk in, he turns to you and says, "Hello, boys."
Hello.
Hello.
You guys can take a seat if you like. I'll be standing. I got some things to think about as well. And he's writing down some stuff in a book. And he says, Also, feel free to have any food if you like, anything on the table. Be careful, though. Some of this food isn't up to the quality that you guys are used to. I'd go slow on it.
But of course. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where exactly did you come from? How did you end up here?
Oh, in Hansome?
Yeah.
Well, that seems like a lifetime ago. How long you got?
We got a little bit.
Well then, follow me. And he opens up the window, and he walks onto a patio out there. He beckons for you guys to follow.
Okay.
Follow?
He's walking, and he's talking, and he stops on the patio, and he looks over the town. He kind of leans on the balcony. The railing, I should say. This is fairly new to me, boys. It's been a while. At least in my own mind. I'm not originally from Hansome, or above Hansome, whatever you want to call. I was part of some organization a while back, and I just so happened to stumble across this place. And in this place, there was the light. And somehow, I won't go into detail, I struck a deal. And I formed this community. A place that people can come and live their days together, comfortably. Nothing wrong with that. It's a place that is unlike the world above, and I can finally make my goal a reality.
And what exactly is your goal?
My whole goal is peace. Stop war. Realize that all of us are the same. We're all monsters on the inside. We should just show it a little bit and be kinder. Honesty is always going to be the best policy.
Yes, I do. I do love me some honesty. Yes, I do. Would you care to explain the emphasis on rabbits? Why the rabbitiness?
We live in a strange world. And again, I try not to go into detail and bore the two of you. I really don't want to make that a thing for you. You know what I'm saying? But we live in a strange world. And before this lifetime, or this new age of myself, I was able to turn into a rabbit. And after I struck a deal with the light, I think this became my new form. Am I right?
Yeah. Am I right, ladies?
Telepathically. Howland, we cannot side with him. There's physically no way, because you will be an armadillo, and I will be a frog if we don't switch bodies.
I wanna... So, hold on.
You don't want that.
Well, no, of course, but it's like... So the light was just like, oh, haha, hey, you're a rabbit. But if the light turned him into the rabbit, is he okay with that? Because it seems like the light was working for him.
He was able to turn into a rabbit before, meaning his ass walked into that room and learned how to be a rabbit.
Yeah.
Whether he wanted to or not. And because that was the only option on the table, he became a rabbit. And he's okay with that because he has to, otherwise he'd hate himself.
Well, my thing is the light working for him? Is that...
No, it seems like he's got a whole lot of propaganda dick in his ear. Sounds like this deal he struck was, hey, go live underground. How is he going to stop war down here? He can't.
Yeah, no, of course, but I'm trying to figure out where is the light in this?
What light is the lamp?
Yeah.
The lamp created a reality for him down here, but he still fucks with the above ground world. Like, we can't write off the fact that he's just going and kidnapping people.
Yeah, but what is the light's stake in this? That's my question.
You guys guessed it, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but you said the Interceptor is being held by the balls of this long-eared king.
And if the long-eared king has him by the balls, why is he still a fucking gross rabbit monster? Because I feel like he's not okay with that.
Well, maybe he had a very big insecurity with being a rabbit, so he made his rabbit form something big as fuck.
This is tough.
It's tough because you want it to be, but I think we just hit him with some facts here.
Go ahead.
Now, Mr. Long-Eared King, how did you come
Please,
to meet the
please.
light?
Call me Alphonse. I don't want there to be any type of hierarchy between my community members. That's my moniker, that's my name, but that's not what I want people to recognize me as. I'm just a man, and I'm your friend.
Alright, Alphonse, how did you come into contact with the light?
It was, honestly, it was an accident. It was just what it is. I had friends. They came with me. We are... Sorry, I forget that some people don't understand. In my organization, our whole goal was going to places and making it so when we go to those places, we can go to them again. I know that's hard to understand, trying to stay out of the details here, trying not to bore you.
Look, Alphonse, not in a mean way, but you don't know me, and you don't know him. You don't know what we've been through, and I think we're a little bit more understanding than you're giving us credit for. We're not your run-of-the-mill person here.
Of course, I'm not trying to call you dumb, no.
No, not dumb. I understand if someone doesn't understand the workings of portals, but I think you should know
portals.
We're a little bit more understanding than you're giving us credit for.
Okay. Alright, fine. We had to make portals for specific places so we could get back there and find them, go there, get out. Easy access things. Exits, enters, whatever you want.
You set up fast travel points, that's what this is.
Why did you not go back to your organization? What was your beef with them?
I didn't mean there to be any beef.
Oh, well, you don't want no beef, thief.
It's not necessarily that I have a beef, it's just I found an easier way to do what they're trying to do. I'm here, and I have a community, a new family, and as much as my old organization was that, there was arguments. Everyone had a voice there, and of course it's nice to have a voice, everyone should have a voice, but everyone needs a leader, and it's impossible when there is no leader. You understand?
So why wouldn't you become the leader, having made connection with the light?
I don't want to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do. If I just forced myself to be the leader there, that would force everything else. No, I create a place here for people. I bring them down here to show them the light. And if they don't want to stay here, I let them go. Same thing with you. If you don't want to stay here, you guys can go. Don't eat the food, of course. But that's the goal. I bring people down to show them the light, a world where they don't have to fight anymore, a world where they can be honest, a world where they don't have to fight over land or for some kingdom. I use this moniker as the long-eared king, but it's mostly satire. I'm not a king. I'm just a man, just like any of us are. Kings make animals of us all, is something my organization would always like to point out, and that's, as much as I believe that, it's a vicious cycle.
I have a problem with the way you're going about it, and not that I'm saying it's bad, couple issues. You force people down here, instead of just showing them the light and bringing the light to them. There might be more power in your cause to just show them the benefits of it on a world scale.
I've been there. I understand that mindset. I wish I could, but the light isn't portable. I have it here, and he points to the sky. I took that portion of light, and it's here, but I can't move it. The only way the light works is if it's in one place. It can't go anywhere else. I've tried, believe me, boys, I've tried.
But if it was in one place, with access to all places, wouldn't that be a better setup? Possibly through an already established network of portals?
He turns to you, Rib as Howland, and he looks you in the eyes and he says, "Where did you say you came from?"
Soulwood.
Where? Soulwood?
Where indeed?
You wouldn't even understand, man. You wouldn't.
Think of pocket dimensions on a scale you couldn't even imagine.
We had to solve disputes between literal gods in a pocket dimension we were forced into.
And then escape a collapsing reality?
Only to be forced into more work that we weren't a fan of.
So you understand?
Wholeheartedly.
Maybe we understand because we've walked a mile in your shoes, so to speak.
Listen, boys, I created this world for honesty and to not beat around the bush. What are you saying?
You want honesty? We came for you. But we didn't understand the cause we were fighting for. And here we are, seeing a nice world, with the light and the power of a god. And we think it's probably better if maybe those people were doing a little bit more for society.
You're from the Xander, aren't you?
For about a week.
It would seem that the army of Xander has made fools of us all, gentlemen.
I turn into the frog now,
I want to turn into an armadillo.
and we go frog armadillo.
The long-eared king looks down at you both. His head hangs down not in shame, but he's just thinking. And he says, "So it seems they found me.
Indeed they have.
And boys, I'm not going anywhere without a fight."
Feel like you're not hearing us. We don't have ties to the Xander people. We were sent on a mission with no other option. Here we are, presenting other options. We didn't come in here fighting everyone when we were on the surface and couldn't grasp the entirety we were fighting. When your rabbits came, we fought. But here, we haven't taken up arms. And like that, I catch a fly with my tongue.
You want peace too?
Always.
Perhaps. Peace is only the logical outcome. Is it not?
After you say that, Howland, the camera is now in point of view behind you two, looking at the long-eared king, with both of you now in animal form looking up at him, and he's staring at you guys with wide eyes. And then they soften for a second. And then a long smile to match his ears spreads across his face. "Well then, what do you boys want to know?" And the camera cuts.
Is that good enough for you?
I just want you to play in the space.
I just played in this space. We're falling down a hole.
Let's start from the top.